Hello everyone, welcome to This Day. It is Wednesday, November 26th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. Day away from Thanksgiving. I hope everybody is ready to celebrate everything that's meaningful to you with your wonderful families. As always, every day, we love to show gratitude, right? Grateful that you're here today, and so will our guests be. On today's show, we've got McEachern Company with Dan and Susie McEachern. They're going to be telling us what it's like to run a family business together. I think they do it pretty effortlessly and have a lot of fun with it at the same time. And then Michael's going to be back with Jazz Lovers Club with Diane Lukic and Sunshine Luti. So we look forward to hearing from them as well. But first, folks, we want to keep you informed. United Board calls for candidates. Nominations are open to fill 2 vacancies in the United Board of Directors. One with a term ending in 2027 and the other with a term ending in 2028. Applicants must be United Mutual members. You can pick up an application and instructions from the Laguna Village Community Center concierge. Applications and candidate statements are due by 5 p.m. Monday, December 1st. Let's take a look at our Thanksgiving week weather for Laguna Woods Village. We are heading into a stretch of shifting, but pretty pleasant weather patterns here in the village. Midweek brings a warm bump with Wednesday today topping out in the mid-70s under mostly sunny skies. Thanksgiving Thursday remains in the low 70s, again under mostly cloudy skies. We'll notice a cooling trend by the weekend as Saturday brings sunny breaks with temperatures in the 60s. Sunday's going to end up being our coolest day, a high of just 63. Again, mostly sunny and comfortable. Overall, it's a warm midweek and then gentle slide to a cooler, brighter weekend. Sunrise this morning was at 6:33 a.m. Sunset will be at 4:43 p.m. This is a dog cemetery in Edinburgh Castle. That's quite the photo. Beautiful. Thank you for sending that in, Sandy Marcus. If you'd like to send us your photos, we'd love to display them, just like we did with Sandy's. Email those to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please. We've got quite a few meetings to tell you about before we head on over to the break, and when we return, McEachern family will be with me. Stay with me.
Laguna Woods History Center, the only purpose-built local history archive in Orange County, has been capturing the legacy of our community since 1977. As a nonprofit dedicated to preserving today for tomorrow, we collect, conserve, and share the history of Laguna Woods Village, the city of Laguna Woods, and the surrounding Orange County region. Step into the past and connect with the present at your community archive. Whether you're curious about local milestones, searching for historical documents, or exploring treasured artifacts, the History Center is your gateway to the stories that shape Laguna Woods. The Laguna Woods History Center is a separate building adjacent to the Village Library. We are open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or by appointment. Visit us and find your place in history.
So Christy, how'd the job turn out?
The job turned out fantastic. We love our new patio. It gives us lots of extra room for entertainment. It was quick and easy, and we just really love it.
Hey Brenda, how's the Patio Panel Pro?
It's been going really well. There are hundreds of older covers in Laguna Woods that need a little work on them. And the only thing between a good looking cover and a bad one is new skylight panels.
Remember, if it isn't McEachern, it's crap. Give us a call. We'll do a nice job for you.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. I've got Susie and Dan McEachern here from McEachern Construction. Have you ever thought about possibly enclosing your patio? Here to give us all the details, everything that they know, they're going to tell you about. Welcome to the show, Susie and Dan. Hello.
Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Construction projects are always fun. They can come with a sideline of headaches, but for the most part, you're going to take those away from your clients, right?
Right, excellent. Sure, that's what we're there for.
Well, speaking of headaches and construction, Susie, you've been pulling a lot of permits lately.
Yes.
How is that process going?
It's going really good. I'm 2 years into it, working with Dan. My prior experience was in the mortgage industry as an underwriter, so I'm used to the shuffling paperwork, working with computers. So, Dan did all that for what?
Prior, 25 years or so.
Did
Yeah.
you?
30 years.
Yeah.
And so it was a perfect timing because I got out of that industry, and I think Dan was talking about hiring somebody to do permits, and I said, I'm available, or why don't we try it?
Fantastic.
So it's been working out really well. The other thing is with COVID and everything had to be scanned and emailed over. So Dan was used to submitting it by paper.
Right.
So I took that piece out of his daily work, and it gave him more time to do what he does best, is sales and solving problems and pricing and all that. So
Right, which is in and of itself a full-time job.
yeah, so it worked out really good, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah.
Were there any surprises or any notable lessons that you learned so far?
Ultimately, he's the boss.
Well, working together like that so closely, it worked out really well for us.
Yeah.
So, and her experience with doing the prior work led itself for that.
Sure, that was sort of the natural progression for you, right?
Yeah.
And the COVID thing caused us to start to submit everything online, and I was always just handing it in. I'd fill it out, bring it in there, then everything had to go online, which she was a lot better at that than I was. And now she does all the permits, and she's better than I ever was.
Yeah, and you have to have a lot of patience for that position also.
Yeah,
That's
I think
right.
the timing right now for permit processing is a lot longer than it was when Dan was doing the paper. So what I like doing is I watch the deals as they go through process, and the timing of it. I know when to call alterations department to see what's going on and when to wait. And so I'm focusing on that only, where he didn't have time to do that. So it's working out good as far as managing it, when to push for hey, what's happening, or this one's going to sit for a while. So I like that kind of stuff. So it worked out good, and the transition was really pretty good.
It was kind of seamless.
Yeah.
She would ask, I was able to stop by because everything's done at the house now. And so, she would call me, or I'd come by because I'm back and forth. And she would say, what about this elevation? Oh, and I'm familiar with, oh yeah, no, just draw that line a little bit further over there. And now that we have to put plans together, like on computers and stuff. And she's done pretty well with that. She puts together plans. And the HOA, they like to see a nice set of drawings, whatever. And there's a big difference between architectural guys doing it, because it's really expensive. But if you can just do it yourself,
Sure.
it's a money saver.
Yeah.
So that's what she's good at.
Susie, I know that the clients that you both interact with are probably thinking, oh my gosh, somebody's taking care of this for us. This is a process or something that we don't even have to think about. We know it's getting done on a timely manner. That keeps construction on time and probably on budget.
Right.
So it's that whole trickle effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing how many people tell me, do I have to pull the permits, or do you get the permit? And I kind of surprised them one time, because I've been getting them all. Oh, no, I'll get the permit. It's good. They're relieved that,
They're
okay,
relieved.
I don't have to mess with that.
Yep. And so this isn't all that's the family. You've got your son who's also involved.
Yeah.
He's been on the show a couple of times. So what's it like working together, living together,
Well, let's hear your
everything
view on
together.
It's good. Well, I'm glad when they're out of the house doing their thing. I'll tell you that. No, it is great for Brando. He's starting in the construction industry himself. He wants to get into something, concrete inspections and something that's a little outside of that, but it's construction related. And so he's learning. I'm learning. I'm actually want to take a CAD class, AutoCAD, to help with the elevations and things like that. So, no, it's good. And to be honest, at the end of the day, we don't really, talk about it a little bit, but we don't dwell on it. It's not consuming.
Yeah, that is it. Sometimes we come funny. It's like when Susie would come back, and it's like 9 o'clock, and hey, that permit for me. I go, listen, it'll be there tomorrow. Just not worry about it. So
Just top of mind, right?
Yeah.
It comes out. So, Dan, was it a good summer season for the patio business?
It was a good summer season, and because when I first did an interview with the guys, I was just getting out of doing kitchen models and that kind of thing, and then just went straight with my patio enclosures, which I'd done all these years, and that was good. But the patio business has been pretty profitable, and we've had a good year, and I've had 3 or 4 jobs just recently that we've had to take many steps to get to the permit process done because of one thing or another. It really has nothing to do with the HOA. It has certain little things on every job. Had something, I had to deal with Edison on one job, and the other 2 had issues. But with Susie doing I submitted the plans just yesterday on Friday, but it looked really good. When someone takes a look at the plan, they look at it and they think, that looks good. I can see exactly what they're doing here. But that part of it has been good, and we've had a good year. And so even now, with the rain coming back, people think about patio enclosures when it's raining. And so it looks like we're going to have a pretty good next couple months.
Yeah, year to date, I think we've done about. I have something else that I've done that Dan didn't necessarily.
Adding up to.
Yeah, I have like a year to date tally of jobs, and we've closed about 45 jobs this year to date. So on pace with what we did last year. Maybe we'll do more next year. I don't know, but it's. I don't think he would have been able to keep up that pace if I wasn't helping him with.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, that time takes.
Yeah. It is
the
time.
minutia.
She's there, and I'm like, oh, I got an hour. I don't have to run over to Kinko's or something like that to run off some papers and get this stuff emailed.
Yeah.
So it's freed me up for at least 35% of my day.
It surprises me, actually, to be honest with you, that there's that many people that want to enclose their patios. What are the benefits of doing that?
Well, I mean, right now with the pricing and stuff going up, and with inflation and things like that, and aluminum is part of it, but it's also affected other parts of the industry. And a room addition now is really pretty darn expensive, whereas a patio enclosure is a lot less. And so I think
So they're
people are
getting
thinking
extra square footage,
right. So
living
it's
space.
It's a little. I think they get a little bit more for their money, and to give that extra 150, 200 square feet of the patio, you could really make it into a room. And even with some higher costs now, I think people may say, well, instead of doing a room addition, maybe we'll just do the patio enclosure. So.
And what types of usage are the patio enclosures providing? Is it extra sleeping space, extra living space? I want to get away from my husband's space.
Yeah,
What's going on there?
It's kind of a few things. I know a lot of people in Laguna Woods are creative. They're artists and stuff, and they use it for that. I've probably had 3 of the last maybe 6 or 7. These people were artists, and that's what they did it. And other people need more room. They don't use it so much for sleeping, but it is an area that is a little more sunny. It's brighter, and I think the lady, she does mahjong. And that's what she did. She did basically the thing for her, so she could have her friends over and they play mahjong. So
Fantastic. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck in the new upcoming season.
Yeah, thank you.
Construction season.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me today. Real quick, tell our viewers, how do they get a hold of you if they're interested in starting the process?
Yeah, we have a website, mceckerncompany.com. I think it's on your board there. And the phone number?
Phone number 949-922-3057. That's my cell number, and I always have it with me, so when people call, generally I answer the phone there, and I'm able to talk directly with them.
And anybody that needs a panel repair, replacement, that's where Brando comes in, and he can help with that too.
Fantastic.
Yeah, another repair. We started doing a lot more repairs and upgrading
good to
covers.
know.
So
Very good to know.
and Brando's the one that's kind of leading that charge.
Okay. Well, all in the family, right?
Uh-huh.
All in the family.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's Susie and Dan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back after these messages.
We're Denise and Ann with Legacy Arrangements.
We help families plan ahead for future funeral and cremation pre-arrangements. We represent over 70 mortuaries in the Southern California area.
We know these conversations aren't always easy, but we understand how truly important they really are. We are dedicated to making an uncomfortable conversation as comfortable for you as possible.
By planning today, you're going to lock in today's cost and you're going to let your family know your future wishes.
It's truly a gift you give your loved ones.
What's a December going to be without big brass bands? I don't know. We don't have to worry about that because the Jazz Lovers Club has it covered. I want to welcome to the program Diane Lukic and Sunshine Ludi. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Yes, we're happy to be here.
So we're going to
Thank
talk
you
about
so much.
we're talking about the big band you guys have coming up. Lots of tubas and horns and saxophones and all sorts of stuff for December. But I want to talk just about the Jazz Lovers Club in general. What are you guys all about?
We have fun.
That's good.
So the whole idea of Jazz Lovers is to introduce people to jazz and to really value the various elements of jazz. So a component of it is educational because many people aren't aware of the many forms of jazz.
Right, it's almost like saying pop music, and then, well, you can go the rock and roll
Exactly.
way, you can go this way, you can
Yeah.
go this way, right? So jazz really covers so much.
And the reason my husband and I started this club about 4 years ago was that there wasn't one here. And there was a lot of rock and roll and other wonderful music, but not true jazz. And we're jazz lovers from Chicago. So we said, okay, let's just get this started. And it's been very successful. We're so pleased with the results of it. And there's many jazz lovers here.
There we are. And I have a feeling Sunshine might be one of them.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a very active club with 12 big events planned for this year.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have lots of going
And different
on.
kinds, because they have their regular meetings, and we have one January 8th, March 12th, May 14th, September. And then we have Jazz in the Woods, and that's 4 different events.
That's a popular one. I know you
Yeah.
guys have done that one lots of times.
And then finally, we have Piano Bar. It's a very small venue. If you get too many people in there, they might get turned away.
Oh,
But
no.
but it is really fun. Mark Hawkwood plays the piano, and people sit around and enjoy the music.
Okay. And Diane, you said, Chicago, what true jazz is. What was your first introduction to jazz?
Oh, my first introduction to jazz was going to this jazz bar hop that they do every October in Chicago. And so you jump on this bus on a Tuesday night and you visit all these little hole-in-the-wall jazz clubs.
Okay.
They're very small and intimate. And I thought, oh my God, this is all going on like on Tuesday nights when I'm in bed sleeping usually. And we fell in love with it. And we just love the spontaneity of jazz, and it's just a different feel, the intimacy of it, which is why we really love the Piano Bar. That's a new event that we just introduced with the Mark Hochberg, and it's very popular.
Sunshine, how about you? When did you first kind of like, hey, jazz is kind of, it reaches me, I'm hearing it, I'm appreciating it?
It's kind of new for
Okay.
me, and I'm really enjoying it.
Okay, that's great. It's new. We have new, young and old. Anybody can enjoy it. Let's talk about the big show you guys have coming up on December 7th. Tell me all about it. It's the all-star team.
Yes, it is. And just today, when I opened my front door, the Globe was there with a wonderful article all about the all-star event, the grand finale of Jazz in the Woods, all-star event. And what's great about this, and I'm just going to read this because we have a writer, Sheridan, who writes beautiful articles, but what about this concert, what's different about this concert, it's the emergence of the tuba as a lead instrument. We've never done this before. This is the first time in Laguna Woods. This contemporary sound is prominently featured in the house bands of Jimmy Fallon and Stephen Colbert TV shows in New York. So it's something new and different, and I've been told that these are all phenomenal musicians, all stars.
Okay, they're going to be coming, and they're going to be. So tell us about the show. Where do people go? How do we get tickets?
Okay, so we have many flyers out, and we also have the Globe, and it is Sunday, December 7th. The actual concert is from 6 to 8, but because we know there's going to be such a demand for it, we're opening the doors at 4:30 with free wine and cheese for people who sign up for membership or renew their membership. Because otherwise we'd have so many people at the door that we thought, oh, let's do something special. So it's really special this year. And then it'll follow from 6 to 8 with the concert. Doors are going to close. We want to start right at 6, so we want them to get all their socializing over at the wine and cheese. But it's bring your own eats, but we will have a GRF bartender there. And it's just going to be a phenomenal night of true jazz music.
Now, Sunshine, you said you're new to jazz.
Yes.
And so when you come to an event like this, you probably don't have a lot of expectations. Oh, I know about this, or I know about that kind of. So do you just kind of let it kind of wash over you and you pick it up for what it is?
I love all kinds of music, and I've been to a couple of the concerts, and I really have enjoyed them. And the fun thing is, you get to dance.
There you go.
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody who says, I really don't go to jazz concerts, or I don't know if I'd appreciate it? What would you tell them?
I say, come and listen, because the instrumentation is gorgeous, and often there's been a singer that just is really talented. So it's fun.
Yeah, there you go. Lots of fun to be had. And so when you are planning these things out as the year go on, how do you kind of put the variety and kind of maybe get a taste of all the different kind of genres within the jazz community kind of coming to the forefront?
Oh, because we have musical experts on our team.
There we go.
Carmen Pizzella is the best, and he knows everyone.
Yes.
So my husband and I weren't that familiar with the local musicians. And so Carmen stepped up into that position of looking at talent in the area, and he really knows music and knows what's really good music, and goes out there and actually listens to them and makes sure it's someone that's very good that we're going to really enjoy. And so one of the comments from some people was that it's not always true jazz. And so we're making an effort to really make it just jazz, true jazz. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, but it's so hard to say what is true jazz, right?
That's right.
It's the origins in New Orleans, but then you have the Benny Goodman orchestras and things like all these kind of people who kind of took their own kind of direction to it. So when you say that, what do you really feel like it means? True jazz? It's just that they're professionals and they bring this. No matter what the genre within it is, that they just really have a mastery of their profession.
They do have a mastery, and there's also a synchronicity. They connect together because they play off of each other. So they truly are one playing together. So it's that spontaneous part of it. It's not like classical music where it's really structured.
Right, and there's a music sheet and you're following it to the word, right? Because jazz is known for its improvisation, right? And it's kind of we build off of whatever someone else is doing.
Exactly. Right? And they make it their own. And what I've noticed about these musicians is they're so passionate about it and they put their hearts into it and truly love it. So I didn't know that much about jazz. I've learned so much about jazz, and we're trying to make our meetings, our quarterly meetings, more educational, so people can learn about the different genres, because like you said, there's so many.
Right. So Sunshine, kind of run through that list you had a little more detail, and jump into like what people can expect as you guys are planning out for the months ahead.
Well, like in the quarterly meetings, besides the music that could happen there, there is also education that can happen there.
We look at all different kinds of jazz, Brazilian, and I know we did a tribute to Chuck Mangione.
Oh, yeah.
Who died this year. We did a tribute to him at one of the meetings. So we just kind of try to do something educational and try to get a guest speaker in. We had someone from the Emeritus College, and she gave a presentation on music in film. And that was very well attended, and everyone learned a lot about music in films. So,
Okay, there you go.
all different things.
And time to renew memberships too. So if people are interested in joining, they can come, see that, and maybe even join up and renew and that kind of thing going on too.
Yeah, and it's a great deal. It's only $10 for a single person or $15 for a couple for the entire year. And that allows you to attend the piano bars free, and you get a discount at our concerts. So they're only $10 instead of $15. So, and we also have a new membership card this year that'll make it a lot easier. They'll get a card that they can just show at the meetings to make it a little smoother transition.
Well, membership has its privileges, as they say. It's $2. It's going to be over at the jazz concert. It's going to be Sunday, December 7th, 4:30, over at the Clubhouse. There you go, Clubhouse 5. So
Yeah,
enjoy
the actual
that.
concert's at 6, but doors open at 4:30.
Doors open for the folks who,
membership.
for memberships and new members. There you go.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you both for joining us from Jazz Lovers Club. You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. There will be no This Day on Thanksgiving Thursday, but we do have a lineup of amazing films to show you, starting on Thursday the 27th, going all the way through Friday, November 28th. You're going to get 3 showings per day, so make sure you tune in. Friday's movie, Bridge of Spies. This is starring Tom Hanks. This is brought to us by RadNet. Shown at 2 p.m. with subtitles, 6 p.m. without subtitles. Let's take a last quick look at our Thanksgiving week weather ahead. Thanksgiving actually is going to be very beautiful, mostly cloudy skies, but warmer temperatures. Wednesday and Thursday are the highest days of the week. We taper off toward the weekend. And that's going to do it for this episode of This Day, folks. From all of us here, we wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, celebrating with your loved ones, friends, and family, and discovering all of those magical nuggets of gratitude.